So in my last video, I spoke about the top 5 benefits of walking barefoot without the support of a shoe. And you haven't seen that video, I highly recommend to check that out here. But we can't, of course, always walk barefoot. And so in this video, I want to show you how you can reap the benefits of walking barefoot with the protection of a shoe. And this is the Vivobarefoot shoes. And so in this video, I want to review specifically the Primus Lite All Weather version of the Vivobarefoot shoes. So you can get this added benefit of the protection of the shoe while being as close to barefoot as possible. Let's begin. Hello, my name is Dr. Stephen Hume. I'm a chiropractor currently based in the Oxfordshire area. Thank you for tuning in to this video. And in this video, I'm going to give you my honest review of these new shoes that I've just recently got about a month ago. These are the Vivobarefoot shoes, and specifically they are the Primus Lite All Weather shoe. Fantastic shoe, and it's a shoe I've wanted for quite a long period of time, and I finally got round to getting them. So what is special about these shoes? Well, they are shoes that are trying to get as close to being barefoot as possible. So they got some main features that help them to achieve this purpose. The first one is it's got quite a flat and thin sole. So there's no heel, so you're walking on a flat ground, and the sole is as thin as you can get while giving you the enough protection on the foot. It's also very, very flexible, and it's also a very light shoe. Now, I happened to get these shoes about 1 month before I was going to go and climb one of the largest mountains in North Wales in the UK, and I went with my brother. Now, my brother has had these exact shoes for much longer than I have, so you're going to have the added benefit of not just my review of the shoe, but also my brother's. Let's get straight into the footage. So we've just climbed Snowdon for the second day, and yesterday we did one of the hardest tracks, and today I think it was second to hardest tracks. And yeah, so we're just on our way down, and this is my brother, Ben. Say hello.
Hello.
I wanted to ask Ben his thoughts on the new Vivobarefoot shoes. So we've taken them up and down Snowdon. This is now the second day. And Ben has now had these shoes for about 6 months. So what inspired you to get the shoes in the first place? What do you like about the shoes?
I realised that whenever you do a run or you move, and you really want to be using all your muscles, particularly in your feet and your ankles. And a lot of people talk about working from the ground up. So modern shoes don't allow those muscles to be used, and it restricts and gives you issues from the root up. So I had a knee issue, and actually just working on my feet and having these shoes really have helped.
So after 6 months of wearing the shoes, how have you found the shoes?
They're very comfortable actually. They're almost like a second skin. So but they took a while to adjust. So the feet quite new, so I couldn't always wear them every day, but I think gradually I just wore them more and more, and actually felt I wanted to wear them more than my other shoes, to the point where I wear them all the time. And I can just feel like so much stronger and so much more at ease with when I wear these.
What kind of person would you say should buy the shoes? What kind of activities do you mainly use them for? Is it walking, running, gym, bit of everything?
I think it's for everything, and Vivo have different types. I think the Primus range really offer a good all-rounder. So if you're someone who doesn't want to spend money on multiple pairs, I think the Primus, particularly the All Weather, are good, especially if you're in the UK. You need something reliant for all weather. It's not completely waterproof, but it just gives you that extra resistance to water.
So one question that a lot of people might have is, why would you want to take away the support that a traditional shoe has? Why would you want to go barefoot or a shoe that mimics barefoot?
I think when you're serious about looking after your health and getting things mechanically right, you know, we've all got problems, might be your knee, it might be whatever, then starting from the ground up and losing that support will help. We've all been told, particularly on a hike, you know, lock in, get those high boots, and but the problem is that stops you from using those muscles that you really need. And no wonder it's different if you wouldn't want to wear these straight out of the box, never worn them, go for a hike. You'll probably find that too difficult, and you might even roll your ankle. But you build up to it, and actually you should have the muscles to be able to go for that walk.
What would you say therefore then to someone that's going to wear these shoes for the very first time? How should they approach it?
Just build up to it, really. Just listen to your body. You can do exercises, stretches to just sort of help while you're wearing them. So you warm up the feet, you know, go for walks, and just it's a journey, because it's like learning to walk in some ways. Especially if you go running in bare feet, you'll notice it in your calves, and your feet will just hurt a lot more. So I had to learn to run again.
Yeah, great. And we're wearing our shoes right now. Right, let's see, there we go.
I wish I had bought them years ago, because I was quite hesitant about whether I like them or not, and whether I get on with them. But the truth is, I think they're the best things I've ever had for my feet, for my health, and all I can say is encourage you to give it a go, and just be slow with it, you know, just take your time with it, and it's a journey for us all, but worth the investment and worth for your feet.
So last question, if someone is new to my channel, what would you say that they should do right now?
Subscribe.
Yes, that's the one. Subscribe. So what are my overall impressions of the shoe? Well, firstly, I think they're fantastic shoes, and they are what I expected them to be. It's really, really nice feeling to walk in the shoes, and just to be able to feel the ground is quite a nice sensation. And also to be able to feel my feet working more, and to have more room in the shoe. So they actually have a wider part for your toes, so that your toes aren't actually squished, which can happen when you're in a normal shoe. So what do I use the shoe for? Well, I use them for walking, as you saw previously, and I also use them for just going out, just general use. So if I'm going to go to the shops, and I also use them for going to the gym. They're really, really good shoes for going to the gym, for pulling and pushing sleds, for doing just a normal workout. So I also got them in black, mainly because it just looks a bit smarter. So it means that I can use them day to day, and they just look like a normal shoe. That is the downside of the toe shoes that you can buy. I think it's Vibrant. Although they allow separation, a really nice separation of the toes, they do look a bit odd. And the nice thing about these shoes is they look very normal, and they actually look very smart. And I would actually consider also wearing them to work. So there is a whole range of shoes that you can get from Vivo with different purposes. These shoes are very good for an all-rounder. So I can use these shoes for most things. I could probably even use them to work. Obviously, this depends on your type of work. Now, in my next video, I will go through the trail shoe, because when you're going on a trail like we did going up Snowdon, and some of the tracks are, you've got some really sharp stones, etc. The sole on this shoe can be a little bit thin for that, and it can be a little bit painful as going up, but also it can wear the shoe out faster. So my next video that you'll see next week, and if you're seeing this video late, you'll just see that pop up here, is going to be on the trail shoes and how they are, because my brother actually went up in the trail shoes on both days that we climbed Snowdon, so you'll see his review of that shoe and whether he actually likes them or not, and the comparison between that shoe and this shoe. So I have got a 10% code. If you're interested in getting these shoes, go into the description of this video and you can get 10% off by using my code and by following the link. And as usual, if you do have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I'll do my very best to answer them. And as usual, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, and you can also hit that notification bell just next to the subscribe button. That will then allow you to see my videos or be one of the first people to see my videos. I hope you're having a great week and I'll hopefully see you on my next video. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.